Today is the bonus day 31 in my 30 for 30 series of why I am choosing to not participate in recession. Thank you for hanging in there to the end. It has been a journey for me, to say the least. There's a show on TV called American Ninja Warrior. It is an obstacle course extraordinaire, and the contestants are these amazing physical specimens of strength and athleticism. There is a large cash prize for the winner. I watch this show whenever I need a kick in the butt to start exercising and eating right again. There is another show called Wipeout. It too is an obstacle course extraordinaire, but all the obstacles are covered with thick pads, and it is built over this giant pool of water. These contestants are average Joes and Janes, many of whom have not seen the inside of a gym in a long time. They too are competing for a large cash prize. I have laughed myself to tears as they show in super slow-mo some contestant being smacked by a giant moving pad and very ungraciously thrown out into the water. They have to swim back to the ladder and try it again, only to be smacked by some other pad. Most quit out of sheer exhaustion. Some win because they are the only one to stick it out until the end. Of course, it is guilty laughter, the kind of laughter that we tell our kids not to have when they see someone else's misfortune. Only in this case, you have the added guilt of knowing that that person has just been condemned to a lifetime of chiropractic care. Sometimes I think these shows are some sick metaphors for life. We see everyone else as the American Ninja Warriors, while we ourselves are the average Joe and Jane getting smacked around in the most ungracious ways, again and again and again. I have seen so many settle for mediocrity out of self-preservation or sheer exhaustion. To all of you, no, to all of us who have felt the beatdown life can sometimes bring, I offer the encouragement of Winston Churchill. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Proverbs 24 verse 16 says, "For though the righteous may fall 7 times, they will get up again." Success is a little like wrestling a gorilla. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the gorilla's tired. In fact, perseverance doesn't even kick in until you're tired. Romans 5:3-4 says, "We also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulations produce perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not disappoint us." Apparently, perseverance is a godly trait that we should be interested in developing. It's just the process of getting it that seems a little ungodly. Consider Jacob, who wrestled with an angel all night and would not let go until he was given a blessing. Or the widow who was mistreated and went to the unjust judge and kept going until he was granted her request. Or the teachings of Jesus to ask, seek, knock. The implication in the Hebrew is to ask and keep on asking until, to seek and keep on seeking until, to knock and keep on knocking until. Quoting Winston Churchill again, success is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. In the movie 300, Xerxes and the massive army of Persia threatened the 300 Spartan soldiers. "Arrows, our arrows will blot out the sun." The commander of the Spartans calmly responds, "Then we'll fight in the shade." There is a Civil War captain who was quoted, "We'll fight them until hell freezes over, and then, if we have to, we'll fight them on the ice." It is in the midst of our enemies that the Lord sets a table before us. It is in the valley of the shadow of death that we can fear no evil. That is an interesting name, Valley of the Shadow of Death. It is not death. even though it may look like it. It is only the shadow. You may be in a situation that looks like the end, but it is not. It is just a shadow, and you have the choice to fear no evil. Philippians 1:6 in the classic amplified version says, I am convinced and sure of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will continue until the day of Jesus' return, developing that good work and perfecting and bringing it to full completion in you. Galatians 6:9. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. I am choosing to opt out of recession because you can't keep the righteous man and woman down. I refuse to stay down. I refuse to quit. Today's declaration: I will never give up. I will never give up. I will never give up. I am happy. I am healthy, and I attract God-inspired ideas that produce great wealth. I'm continually attracting the right opportunities and resources. My personal income and investments are increasing. I have begun to prosper and will continue prospering until I am very prosperous. Now, that may not sound like you. That may be tough to even say out loud. But remember, we're setting the temperature. We're setting the thermostat of the house. I want it at 72 degrees. Yeah, but the house is not 72 degrees. But that's why we set the thermostat, because it's going to kick in gear the process that brings the house to 72 degrees. That is why we're making our declarations. Day 31 in my 30 for 30 series. I truly thank you for investing your time with me over the past month. If you have not already, I ask you to like and subscribe to these videos, and you are welcome to share them with anyone that you think would be blessed. This particular series is over, but I will be continuing to produce these power words about every week on various topics. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next week.